Hey guys, welcome to Caliber 8, and today we're going to talk about how to use a drill. When it comes to home decor, home improvement, or DIY, drills are a must-have, and you don't have to have 20 years experience in construction to use one. So let's get right into it. Whether it's a cordless battery-powered drill or not, these two do pretty much the same thing. So we're going to put this one to the side for now. Okay guys, the cordless drill experience is pretty simple. It has a battery on the bottom, okay, that charges on the charger here. So what you do, in order to charge your battery, to release it from the drill, you press the button, slide it out like so. To put it back on the drill, simple, right? Time to charge your battery here. So once you release it from the drill, you take it, you turn it upside down, and you simply slide it into the charger here. Once you hear that beep, you know it's charging. But when you want to release it from the charger, you got to press this button again in order to take it out. Voila. Put it in. Press the button to release it. There you go. Now that our drill is all charged up and ready to go, let's see what it's really made for. You really wouldn't have a drill without these things, right? They're called drill bits. And I know you're looking at a variety of them, but for the sake of this video, we're not gonna get into every type of drill bit that exists. We're just gonna talk about the basic drill bits and how they work with the drill. Let's talk about some of the drill bits we have here so you can get an idea of what's out there. This right here is a titanium coated drill bit, okay? And it's pretty much used for drilling into wood, plastic, and metal. Okay. This right here looks like a monster, doesn't it? It's called a hex shank spade bit. And as you can see, it's pointed in the center, and they have two lower points on the outside tips. Those lower points make larger holes in wood. And that's what it's pretty much used for, to make larger holes there in wood. This one right here is a masonry bit. And if you look at the tip of it, you can see that it's wider than the shaft, okay? Kind of like a hammerhead shark. Used it for drilling into mortar and brick and so forth. This right here is just for just a drill bit to drill real fine holes in wood. And if you can see the tip of it, it's really pointed. See that against my arm right there? See that point? To drill those real fine holes. That's what you got. And this little guy right here is called an insert bit. It's pretty much what you insert into a socket that you insert into the drill, and you can use it as a screwdriver. There you go. So that's the basic drill bits we have here. And we're just gonna put a couple in the drill and show you how it works. Let's talk about some drill basics here. The first thing you want to do is set the speed at which the drill is going to drive. And the way you do that is you locate the switch on top of the drill right here and set it to either 1 or 2. Usually most drills have 2 speeds, some have 3, but in this case it only has 2. So the first speed, number 1, the drill is going to drive at that speed right there. You set it to number 2. Notice the difference? So depending on what you want to do and how hard, fast you want to drive your drill bit or fastener, you set it at the appropriate speed right here. This switch right here. Got it? Now you also want to determine the direction in which the drill spins. And the way you do that is by locating the switch right above the handle, below the main body of the shaft, and right behind the trigger here. See that there? That switch? This determines the direction in which the drill spins. So, for example, if you push it all the way to my left, it spins clockwise. You push it all the way to my right, spins anti-clockwise. Now, if you keep the switch in the center, the drill won't spin at all. So if you want the drill to work, make sure you know the direction in which you want it to spin. If it's going clockwise, that means usually driving something into something. If it's anti-clockwise, it's usually pulling something out with the drill. If it's in the center, once again, it's not working, okay? It's kind of like a safety. So just remember that. Good tip. Now the next, probably most important thing about a drill is adjusting the clutch. And that's this round part right here with all the numbers going around it. And these numbers represent what's called a torque range. And all torque is the amount of force it takes for a drill to drive something in. So the higher the number on this dial, as you see, it can go up to 21. The higher that number means the more force it takes to drive something in. The lower the number you set on the clutch, the less force it takes. Now you may be wondering about these three icons on top of the clutch setting. You have the drill bit icon, you have the hammer drill icon, and then you have the screw icon. Now, the drill is currently set at the drill bit icon, but if you set it at the hammer drill icon, meaning that it's lined up with the arrow, the red arrow right here, the hammer drill icon pretty much provides a hammer drill function within the drill to drive masonry bits into brick or mortar better, okay? The drill bit icon is pretty much straightforward. You're just using standard drill bits to drill into walls and so forth. Now the screw icon, you gotta be careful with this, because if you have it set at a drill icon or a hammer drill icon and you're trying to drive in a screw, the clutch may not engage. And what happens then is that the drill may stall on you, causing a sudden twist, and it's very dangerous because it can injure your wrist, okay? So be careful with that. Make sure your settings are correct depending on the application that you're doing. Okay, last but not least is the chuck. And that's this part right here. See those three teeth right there? If you turn it counterclockwise, it opens the teeth up far enough to receive whatever drill bit you want to install. You turn it clockwise, it tightens it to grip the drill bit. So let's go ahead and install it. Now you got a couple of ways to install a drill bit into a drill, but with a keyless chuck like this one, it's recommended that you hand tighten it. Until you hear the click. Now there's a shortcut to installing the bit in the drill. And you know what they say about shortcuts. But anyway, here it is. First, you hold the chuck in place with your hand. You place the drill in reverse. And you open up the teeth. Then you take your bit, place it in the teeth, about 3/4 of an inch in, hold the chuck in place again and place the drill in forward and slowly pull the trigger. Well, kind of wobbly there. Now that you guys are some drilling aficionados, let's go do some drilling. If you learned something today and you appreciate the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.